Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball Recap for Monday, February the 9th. There are only two games involving state teams played on Monday. That was a doubleheader down at Orangeburg's Miramo Field between Denmark Tech and Rowan State out of Tennessee. Rowan State scored 10 runs in the fifth inning of Game 1 and won that by run rule 15-1 in 5 innings. In Game 2, the visitors scored 7 runs in the first inning and went on to a 13-2 win again in 5 innings. That dropped Denmark Tech to 0-4 in its first season back with baseball since dropping it after the 2004 season. The Panthers of Coach Isaac Wilson III will try to get back on track or get on track in their resurrected program with a doubleheader at Emmanuel College on Thursday. Emmanuel College's developmental team or JV team Thursday in Franklin Springs, Georgia. There was a bit of scheduling news on Monday. USC Sumter announced some changes for this week. Their Wednesday game at Robeson Community College up in Lumberton, North Carolina, will now begin at 1 o'clock. And the weekend series against Caldwell Tech up in Lenoir, North Carolina, has been shifted up a day. It will now consist of a game at 5 o'clock on Friday and a doubleheader at noon on Saturday. Let's take a look at the schedule for Tuesday, February the 10th for South Carolina teams. Morris is at Miles for a doubleheader at 1 o'clock. Payne is at Voorhees, a 1 o'clock game. Claflin visits Erskine at 2 o'clock. Bob Jones is at Columbia International at 3 o'clock. Tennessee Wesleyan, which is usually a very powerful NAIA program, is at Spartanburg Methodist at 3. Pioneers are 4-0 right now. USC Beaufort is at Edward Waters to a rematch of a series where they played last week in Hardeeville. Beaufort won that game with a late rally. They'll be playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow in Jacksonville. Augusta is at Anderson at 4 o'clock. Coker is at Francis Marion at 4 o'clock. Mars Hill is at Southern Wesleyan at 4. And Belmont Abbey is at Lander at 5 o'clock at Stephen B. Dolney Field Stadium in Greenwood. That's all the games on the schedule for Tuesday. Well, what else is going on in college baseball in South Carolina? Well, you can always follow my coverage at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. I have Twitter coverage under the handle of Palmetto Base on X. I do frequent tweets on that. You can also follow the Palmetto State Baseball group on Facebook. In fact, right now I've got a poll going on. Which of the state's 10 NCAA Division I teams will get the most wins in the 2026 season? Please go to Facebook and then search for Palmetto State Baseball Facebook group or Palmetto State Baseball group and leave your vote there. I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. For now, that's what we've got going on in the state of college baseball on Monday. This is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying good night. Jesus loves you.